This dish is a classic raw dish. When the whole raw food movement started happening in my life, I don't know, 12 years ago, it was the lasagna that caught my eye. I love it. It's really, really simple. It has about 5 components to it. So we have, actually 5 or 4. We have the sauce, we have the pesto, we have the cheese, and we have a little dressing, and then we put it together. So first we're going to make the tomato sauce, and having your ingredients on tap, like doing your shopping and getting things organised, takes the stress out of it. So the tomato sauce first. So in my Vitamix, I'm going to add some really plump sun-dried tomatoes, and you can get these anywhere, okay? In any whole food store, you can get them dried and then you rehydrate them, or you can get them, or you can do them yourself, like I do, which is really simply just cutting up a tomato and popping it in the dehydrator. So I'm going to add those to my Vitamix, and then I'm going to add a few olives. Yes, olives to a tomato sauce. I'm going to add some dates for the sweetener. So I've got the acidity of the tomato and the dates just to bring that sweetener through. Dates have seeds, so you must take them out. Just a couple. These are dried dates. You can totally use medjool dates if you want to. I'm in Bali, Indonesia, and this is all we have. And it's perfect. They work well. That sweetness is really important, just to cut that acidity off the tomatoes. Okay, I need some lemon. Lovely, and my gorgeous Genius lemon squeezer. Love how it goes everywhere. Pop that back there. Okay. A little bit of water to make the blade go around. We need a splash of olive oil. Just that fat in that tomato sauce really brings it home. So just a drizzle. I've got everything. Yes. Going to use one of these just to push down if nothing's turning. Okay, so the water is going to get my blade to go around. Okay, so if it starts to clog up, that's what I'm going to use this for. So starting on low. Okay, that's perfect. Now notice how we don't have those bright colours. It's quite a neutral colour, and that's because of the dates. Totally fine. So I'm just going to put this aside. Okay. Let's sit that here. I'm just going to wash this out because I'm going to use it for the next part of the recipe, which is the cheese part of the recipe. Okay. For this, we're going to need soaked cashews. Once again, washing really well. I'm surrounded by herbs. It's great. Okay, pop them into there. We're going to need some savoury yeast. So savoury yeast is a dormant yeast, so it's deactivated. Wonderful, wonderful, cheesy, brings out the cheese in the whole lasagna, actually, this stuff. You can get this. There's two products. There's nutritional yeast and savoury yeast. And savoury yeast is normally yellow and flaky, and nutritional yeast is quite barky and brown. But both are deactivated yeasts. Really great. So just a spoon of that, and you can adjust that to how much cheesy flavour you like. What else do we need? Some lemon. This is where your muscles come in. Come on. A little bit of water just to get the blade going around. Salt and pepper. Just gonna wash my hands through the forest. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, you can totally stop here and have it quite gritty, which is fine. It has a bit of texture. Tastes fabulous, needs a bit more salt. Or you could blend this right down till it's really creamy. I would like to blend it right down so it's very creamy. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, really creamy. Like, lovely. Tastes like cheese. That savoury use is genius, how that brings that cheesy flavour through. Okay. Now, so we've got our sauce. Pop that aside. Get all that goodness out of there. Okay, definitely lick the spoon. Oh yeah. Okay, cut that there. Next is our pesto. I'm not going to wash this. That's just going to stay as it is. I'm licking my lips here. Okay. Beautiful. It's fresh out of the garden. This pesto has a little bit of a difference because I'm going to use pumpkin seeds. I've got enough nuts and fat in my cheese sauce, and I've got a little bit of fat in my tomato sauce, so I don't want to add extra nut fat to this, so I'm going to make it out of pumpkin seeds, and that just balances everything out. This really is amazing. The more basil, the merrier. And basil is so easy to grow. We bought these plants, they were like this big, weren't they? And look, incredible. And we haven't done anything to them, we just put them in. Okay, that's a good amount. That's a very good amount, okay. We'll strip that dry. Okay, let's pop this in the Vitamix. Notice I haven't cleaned it, which is a good thing. Okay. Our pumpkin seeds, pepitas or pumpkin seeds, whatever you prefer to call them. We need some lemon juice, crucial for pesto. Oh, that's a juicy lemon. That didn't take much muscle. Actually, by the time all my yoga pays off, I'm going to have the big ones, you know. The big guns. Salt and pepper. Definitely. And a little bit of olive oil. Just I want that shine, just a little bit. Now what's going to create the blade to go around is a little bit of water. So we'll add a touch of that in here and we'll see what happens. We're definitely going to need the Vitamix tool. That quick. Tangy, actually probably a bit too much tangy, so a bit more pepper. And I might just add a splash of sweetener in there. A little bit of honey, it is a little bit tangy. That juice of that lemon was quite juicy. Okay, this is good. Notice I haven't blended this a lot, just a little bit, just a touch. That's it. Okay. Here's my pesto. That aside, pop that aside. I'm loving this big sink. Everything just goes in there. All right, now we get down to actually the making of this gorgeous, gorgeous lasagna. So I've got the 3 components, yeah? 3 main components, look how full that is. I might transfer that into something else. What have I got? What have I got? There we go. Get that into there. It's a bit full. Yum. Okay. Zucchini. This is going to be our lasagna sheets. Nice big zucchini. All right, I'm going to put these in front. So I've got my 3 sauces, my zucchini ready. There's one more part of this lasagna that's just going to bring it home, and that's a dressing. A jar. Genius. I've got some maple syrup. No, I don't. I've got soy sauce. I've got some maple syrup. It really does force you to smell. Like, come on, this is awesome. My brain is being activated here. Okay. I make this some days when I've got people staying on the weekend or I've got family coming over, and I make quite a bit of this and have it in the fridge, and it's a standard dressing I use. I've got some balsamic vinegar. There we go. Give it a little shake. Little taste. Beautiful. Delightful. Okay. All right, let's get sorted. We're just going to go straight onto the board here. I'm not even going to get a plate for this one. Nice big zucchini. Yeah? So what I want to do is, first of all, cut nice and thin. Okay, that'll do. Now you're just going to cut this in half, and we're going to salt and pepper this. Just going to bring out the flavours of it, yeah? We want to season all vegetables. It's really, really important. Just give it a bit of a rub. Now we need some rocket, some beautiful garden rocket. I've got a bit more basil as well. Let's pop that there. All right, so this is how it's going to go down. So I've got people over. I'm going to make a stack of these, say, for a bunch of people. So we're just going to start with, you can start with anything, but I'm going to start with the tomato sauce just on the bottom of the leaf, like this. And I'm going to put that there like that. And now I'm ready to go. The next thing I need is some tomatoes. Some good, ripe, juicy tomatoes. Season as well. Just a little. You're not over seasoning, you're just giving everything an opportunity to shine. And then I'm going to put that like that. Then I'm going to put a bit of pesto here on this side, a bit of pesto on that side, put a bit of cheese on this side and on this side, just so when you can get the whole balance of everything. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to do some tomato sauce here, some tomato sauce here, another tomato on there, and you can just layer as you go. Any way you want to do this, there's no rules here. I mix it up all the time. Some cheese there. This is fun. It's like art. Bit of pesto in there in the middle. Just a little bit, yeah? And what sauces you have left over, just put them into jars, pop them in the fridge and incorporate it into your lunch the next day. Yum. And then we're just going to finish it off with some pesto, a little bit of basil. Yum. Let's do another one, hey? Once again, same thing, cutting up some tomatoes that are really ripe and plump. Okay, pop that there. Going to start off with my tomato sauce, just to hold that base down. Everything's really seasoned well. It's all oozing out there. Bit of that, bit of this, and again, a bit of this, a couple of pieces of that. Oh, yum. This is good. Okay. And let's finish this one off with some tomato sauce and a lovely sprig of basil. This is fun, yeah? Okay. All right. Let me just get a bowl because we will use this for something else. Now these can totally go on a plate. Oh, I'm happy with this. And just a bit of this dressing. And this will just make the rocket shine. It'll just make the basil, the pesto and the basil come out. Might as well put a few olives on there as well, just for the fact that we can. Beautiful. And maybe a few sunflower seeds just to finish it off. Bam. La la lasagna. Do you want me to tell you what I'm doing? Yeah. Gungun, you gotta say it loud. Those people talking.
Excellent.
Thanks, Gungun.
Excellent.
Your shirt's on inside out. It's a bit of man, Gungun, the man. Did you get up this morning and do it like that? Yeah. Accident?
My new style.
Oh, it's a new style. Nice one, Gungun. Who's the man? Who's the man?